Do you know how many Nigerians who once upon a time retired with millions of naira in gratuity payment who are broke today? There are literally hundreds of thousands, if not a few millions, of such Nigerian retirees who over time managed themselves into such a condition. They manage themselves into such conditions where they are broke and struggling to survive. Maybe they got paid 17 million naira or whatever, 12 million, 25 million, 34 million, etc. But 4 years, 6 years down the line, they are broke and in a quagmire of financial struggles. Some didn't even last 2 years before they started becoming a menace to their children and their family members. Now, would you like to know exactly why this is so? Yes? Okay, I'll tell you. Have you ever heard of the saying, you can't give what you don't have? Have you? You have, right? That's exactly the case with most Nigerians who retire with a gratuity. Whilst they were in active service in their prime, they never deemed it appropriate to cultivate in themselves what I like to refer to as investment consciousness. They were living in delusional land, thinking that, okay, one day, I would get my gratuity, thinking that money is all they need in order for them to become rich or become possessors of cash-producing assets. Then they eventually get the money, right? They get a gratuity or whatever other money. And at this time, they're mostly in their 60s or 50s. Now, they have 9 million in the bank, 18 million, 45 million, or whatever millions, right? And because that's most likely the very first time they will be in possession of such an amount of money, you can bet that they are definitely overwhelmed by it. Hence, not only do they not know what to do with the money, they equally become handicapped by the overwhelming effect of having such an amount of money. Despite the fact that they've worked all their adult lives to earn it, still it overwhelms them. Hence, all through the duration of that money being in their possession, what they do is to make emotional and impulsive decisions when it comes to deploying that money. They start spending the money on non-essentials, nonsensical things, which is a simple explanation why they eventually end up broke, right? And for most of them, they had planned that they were going to use their gratuity to maybe start a farm, right? A farming business or a restaurant or open a school or a supermarket, or maybe even build an apartment complex for generating rental income. But they never did. And now all the millions have vanished. When it comes to the art and science of investing, it's not something you approach with a gambling mindset. It's not. You have to grow and groom yourself into an investor, someone who practically understands the dynamism of investment consciousness. Because no one magically becomes an investor simply because they now have some money. It's like an armed robber who went to rob a bank. Okay, because he now has some money that he went to rob a bank of, has he now automatically become an investor? A lot of people don't think about it in this way. It actually takes a lot of deliberate actions on your part to kickstart your investment journey. And if you were not raised by investment conscious parents and family elders, then it's not likely going to be easy for you to become an investor or become someone who is investment conscious all by yourself. But there is usually a last resort, which is by joining an investment club. And you'll be surprised at how quickly you transform into an investor within a few short years. Right now, if you've watched this video to this point, then it's guaranteed that you're definitely interested in the subject of investing. Hence, I would like to invite you to join our investment club, the Circle of Investors Africa, because it's never too late to travel the path to economic and financial freedom. For more details, you can either send me a DM or use any of the contact icon in my bio, and then we can take the conversation to the next level at the back end. I look forward to having a conversation with you soonest. Now, see you in my next video.